33 of Boyer, the 18 of Kyle Busch. They're blocked. They can't go anywhere right now because they're 3 wide in front of them.
6 times a driver has scored his first sprint.
Oh!
Smith gets turned in front of Boyer and Newman and Hamlin.
Keep coming. Caution's out now. Wait them off.
That's because Smith got a little bit of a gap between he and Busch slammed into him.
You could see that starting to happen.
Yeah, that's when they went in turn 1. I said, can they make it?
And Ryan Newman's attempt to win his second Daytona 500 may be thwarted right here. Regan Smith's car looks remarkably intact.
The right side's really in bad shape.
And here it is from the blimp. Watch the bottom of your screen, 78.22.
Watch this gap that the 78 gets off the corner here now. Now, Kurt Busch says he's getting a push from Tony. He slams into, he didn't get hooked up smooth. He slammed into the back of the 78, and that just turned him into the outside wall.
Dave Blaney scoots through.
Hamlin was on the brakes, locking up. He's going to have to come to pit road because he's got flat spotted tires. But that was just from getting a little bit of a gap. And then Tony Stewart got behind Kurt Busch and just pushed him up, and he slammed into the back of Regan Smith in the 78 and turned him in the outside wall.
Left front damage on Hamlin. The nose gone on Boyer's car. Left front damage to Newman. Right side damage to Smith. There you see it.
It was almost guaranteed, Larry. I didn't see how they could keep pushing it like that, the way they were. 3 wide this late in the day.
That's the 2 cars that's led to most laps in this Daytona 500, Ryan Newman and Clint Boyer.
And Regan Smith, what a wonderful day he had up to there.
Wonderful week.
Great. Do you see right there? That was just too hard to hit. Even though it's on the straightaway, these cars are harder to control down the straightaway than they are in the corner with the banking.
Newman and Boyer have made pit stops, and they are able to continue. Now Hamlin has a flat tire. He will pit this time.
Yeah, he flat spotted his tires trying to miss this deal going down the back. Bam.
Regan Smith turned in front of Boyer and Newman. Nowhere to go.
Kyle Busch got some damage as well, left front fender.
Let's ride through this with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
One in front of him, half. He's to him. Hey, come on low.
Great job, man. Great.
And there's what happened to Denny Hamlin's left front. And the pace car picks up the Roush Fenway Ford of David Regan and the Wood Brothers Ford, Trevor Bayne.
My gosh.
And then right behind them, the Busch boys, Kyle and Kurt Busch, running 3rd and 4th right now.
Then Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bobby Labonte, Robbie Gordon, Mark Martin, and David Gilliland are your top 10.
Can Trevor Bayne win this race, Larry? Mike?
I wouldn't rule him out.
He's been awfully good down here this week. Look at that thing, not a scratch on it.
He was drafting in practice yesterday with Joey Logano, car number 20, and we were joking their combined ages didn't add up to their combined car numbers. It is only his 2nd Sprint Cup Series start, and he might be in it to win it. Matt?
Mike, a few moments ago, Kurt Busch clicked over to his brother Kyle Busch's channel. He said, hey, 18, it's 22. Do you guys want to try to work together? And Kyle said, oh, ain't that a shame? He says, absolutely. Heck yeah, we'll work together. He says, all right, when it's all over, I'll buy you some ice cream. Krista?
Talk about what a shame, Matt. Dale Jr. just came on the radio and said, it feels like it's going down, referring to his left rear tire. Steve Letarte, his crew chief, throws his hand down up on top of the pit box. You can sense the disappointment. You can actually feel it. You're wearing it like a blanket on your shoulders in this pit box because they were smelling and tasting victory. Dale Jr. has said he carries the weight of letting his team down last year on his shoulders. He said he didn't want to do it to Steve Letarte and this group. They're coming in to see if indeed it was going flat. Dale Jr. said it was the left rear. The team is looking at it, they're pointing, and yes, indeed, it was flat.
Thanks, Krista. He'll have a shot at it. We're going to complete 200 laps this time around. That is the scheduled distance. The NASCAR rules provide for up to 3 attempts at a green, white checker finish. 2 overtime laps, if you will, to try to finish the Daytona 500 under green.
Let him, you know what he can go away from here with? I was competitive. I had a chance to win the Daytona 500.
I wouldn't rule him out just yet.
Chris?